You have to understand that your baseline starts right now. We are not going back anywhere. We're not going back to the rates and the market we had in 2021. We're not going back to 2015. We're also not going back to 1991. All the stories of, well, my dad bought a house for 50. We'll never get that again. Back in the day, there is no back in the day. There's a cost of living for everybody. You're either paying rent or you're paying property taxes. You're paying interest on loans. And sure, if you're making a big bet on appreciation, which we do in our business all day long, it is much better to own than it is to rent, but you don't have to. I think the American dream is a happy life defined by growth and success, in whichever way you determine your success. I think that the strain on the new American family is a massive issue, and people can't afford to buy houses, sell houses, have kids. And I think that, yes, demand remains. Like, there's a lot, first-time home buyers, like I said, are the strongest market we have right now, in part fueled by baby boomers who are paying cash so their son or daughter could have a house. But I think affordability needs to be redefined. Ownership needs to be redefined, and people just need to adapt. And as a leader, we all, I think, have to help shape and build that transition. The biggest buyer base we have today are not millennials. It's not Gen Z. It's boomers buying for millennials and Gen Z. And oftentimes they're the ones at the closing table. And so you have a lot of young people living in houses that are owned, but the 60-year-old bought the house. That brings the median age up. I think more younger people are living in homes they own or homes that were bought for them than ever before, for sure. My daughter's 6. I'm hopeful she'll figure it out. But I'm also in this business. We own real estate now, for her to be in a place where she wouldn't have to have that stress. But to your point, my parents could have bought me a house. They could have bought me an apartment. But the minute I finished school, I was 100% on my own. And what they told me was, you can always come home. If you come home, you're going to have to listen to us and follow our rules. It's our house. But you'll never be homeless. You'll never starve. You're not going to die. You can always come home. But if you want to do anything else with your life that does not revolve around living with your parents, that's on you. We've done our part. And I would not be where I am today if my parents had helped me. But I do appreciate that I understand the value of a dollar and how the world works, because I had to figure it out on my own.